Welcome to the Black Friday edition of the Real Estate Show. Hopefully, you had a nice Thanksgiving holiday with all of your family, friends, and all the closest people around you. Hopefully, you have survived the food coma that usually immediately follows a great Thanksgiving. We've got a great show for you today as we kind of wrap up the week. In fact, right before here, and one of the reasons why I was a little bit late here is we were talking with our folks at timetofixmycredit.com who was having a Black Friday extravaganza, a huge giveaway on Black Friday. And this is for their previous 720 credit score challenge. I've been talking a little bit about that this week in that we're getting ready to start our next 720 plus credit score challenge. And this is an opportunity for those of you who want to improve your credit, whether you're below, at, or above 720. But it's a contest where we're looking for good stories of people who decided to work on their credit for a focused period of time. We're going to help coach those people who are registered for the 720 challenge and help them to improve their credit score. And then we're going to do a sort of a before and after, what it was that we all did together in order to make the credit score better, and what was the result. And hopefully for some of you, it's going to be a successful offer on a house. For some of you, it might be something maybe not as ambitious as that. But certainly remember, we're still on our final push of the year to make more homeowners, more first-time buyers, homeowners by the end of the year. And to that effect, we also have this coming Tuesday, November the 30th, we're going to be having another one of our special workshops. We added a date for the month of November. We thought we were done, but due to popular demand, we decided to add one more on the 30th, and this will be at 7:30 p.m. It's a free workshop, teaches you exactly how to avoid all the pitfalls and be successful at getting your first home. And I'll say this again, because I know it sounds too good to be true, but regardless of credit, regardless of income, regardless of down payment, if you are coachable and cooperative, we're going to show you the steps. We've got down payment assistance program, so we may be able to fill in the gaps of the down payment issue. If credit is an issue, we'll jump in on the 720 credit score challenge and let us work on your credit with you. And in order to do that, all you got to do is to register. And to register, you just got to type in the word credit and text it to 561-861-2366. Once again, text to the following number, 561-861-2366. Plug that into your cell phone, save it. You're going to hear that number over and over, and you want to be one of the first ones. Sometimes it's a limited time special thing that we're running on that day. Other times it is like today, where if you want to register for the coaching, the 720 credit score challenge, and you'll get the rest of the details. Simply text the word credit to 561-861-2366. So anyway, you've seen some of these reality shows, like The Voice and America's Got Talent, and so everyone kind of starts off in the beginning of that contest kind of rough, right? Not that experienced, maybe not even experienced at all in that area. And then over the weeks, you watch them practice, you watch them prepare, you watch them get coached, and by the end, you see that there's some pretty good improvement, really good improvement, as a matter of fact, some pretty good competition, and then at the end, somebody walks away with a bunch of prize money. Well, this is kind of like that, and what we're going to do is we've got a first prize of $10,000, runner-up $5,000, and then a whole bunch of other prizes, trips, hotels, and things like that. And here's the way I really look at it, is that everybody who participates in this challenge and does what we talk about is going to end up a winner, because you're going to end up with better credit than you started. And if that's important to you, and it should be, then you want to sort of participate, not sort of, you want to absolutely participate in this so that you end up with better credit. Steps closer to better credit means that you have more offers, better access to financing, lower interest rates, lower insurance rates. Yes, that's true. Insurance companies nowadays, homeowners insurance, automobile insurance, all pull credit in addition to their regular applications. And why? Because how you do some things is how you do most things. You've heard me say that before. And when you're a responsible person with your credit and your finances, they tend to and statistically have proven to be more likely to be responsible in the other areas as well, and more reliable, more trustworthy, et cetera, et cetera. Even some jobs require a certain credit score even to be hired. So all the way across the board, if there was one single number that was the most important financial number that you have, it is not your Social Security, because you get that anyway. But a good credit score has to be developed. A good credit score is earned, and it's harder to earn it than it is to lose it. And unfortunately, bad things happen to good people, and along the way, people have things that happen that adversely affect their credit score. Well, here's an opportunity. Join in, and we're going to make this a fun process. So once again, and I want to move on to some of the other subjects I have for today's show, but text the word credit to 561-861-2366. That's that's our dedicated text line. So you can do it right now during the show. It doesn't interrupt the darn thing. 561-861-2366. So we've had a really busy week, and as you know, we had two mortgage rate increases. We had a bunch of different things happen in the news. We had now some unusual holiday home buying, which created not only the supply chain shortages, which for all of your Christmas gifts, they're literally putting the fear in the market, saying that not everyone might get Christmas presents because of the supply chain challenges. But the surge also is in the area of real estate. Yes, that's true. And this was an article that I just saw. An unusual surge in home buying just as the market enters the historically slow holiday season. We're having a surge in real estate purchases, which is now driving mortgage demand higher. And of course, supply demand, higher demand means higher rates. So we've got inflation pushing on mortgage rates. We've got demand pushing on mortgage rates. And so this is the time. And I say, take advantage of these 3% rates. Mortgage demand for home buyers rose for the third straight week. I want to come into in a little bit mortgage applications, even to refinance a home, were flat, and they were actually declining. Rise even in refinances. And remember, we're at high. Many people, or I would say close to most people, have already refinanced or purchased at rates that are equal to or lower than where they are now since the rates went up. So the total mortgage application volume rose 1.8% last week compared to the previous week, according to the Mortgage Bankers Association. The increase was largely driven by applications for purchases, which rose 5% for the week. But we're still 4% lower than the same week 1 year ago. And of course, part of that is the inventory issue. You can't buy what isn't for sale. And therefore, if there's no food on the shelves, there's no big, you're not going to be a large increase in sales volume of stuff that's not there to sell. So buyers may be rushing in during the usually slow holiday period because they are concerned that mortgage rates will move even higher than they have in the past month. And you can pretty much bet on it. You're going to see that given how expensive homes are today, some buyers could be priced out if the mortgage rates continue to increase. And that's going to happen also. Now let's look at both conventional and government loan applications. Both of them increased, and the average loan size for a purchase, get this. Remember, the median home price in the United States, the median home price, half are above, half are below, was at 360,000, right? But the average size for a purchase loan was $407,000, continuing its ongoing 2020 run of being mostly above the $400,000 mark. Mortgage rates have been climbing higher for the past month and continue to do so last week. The average contract interest rate for 30-year fixed rate mortgages with conforming loan balances, that means mortgage balances below $548,000, 3.25 from 3.20, with points decreasing to 0.36 from 0.43. That's including the origination fees, and those are averages. So I wouldn't put too much into that. As much as you can see, the rates now are essentially 3.25. Ladies and gentlemen, 3.25 is still, I'm going to tell you, it stinks if you missed the sub 3 rates that were available a few months ago. But that was a lucky if you were there. If you can pull off a 3, something with a 3 in it and lock it in for 30 years. Think about it. I just told you, inflation is here and it's going to persist for a while. Mortgage rates are going to go up. And here's your opportunity to lock in what I think are still phenomenally good interest rates. So the financial markets continue to kind of ponder and quite frankly, I don't think they like the Federal Reserve's policy path in the coming months in light of the current high growth, high inflation environment. And that's why we saw a fair amount of volatility last week. Mortgage rates were higher. And borrowers who are, I think, smart and want to play it safe are continuing to lock in their mortgage rates if their applications are still in process in anticipation of more rate hikes in the future. I don't know how quick, but we had 2 in a 7-day period already. Refinance share of the market activity increased to 63%. Total applications, and that was from 62.9 before. So that's kind of where the mortgages are leading us, because remember, mortgage applications are a forward indication of closings, right? And so the same way pending contracts are a forward indication, sort of a hint at the rising number. And if you've got rising applications, you're going to see higher numbers of closings, which, by the way, kind of mean less inventory once more again. So we got a good amount of information right here on the table for us to take a look at. And hopefully that means something, making a move in the area of real estate. Put our 30 plus years to work for you. We've got a lot of experience under our belt and a lot of resources to direct you in any direction, whether it be anything related to the real estate market. So like I said, as the food coma wears off over the next day or so, we'll be back in the office. We're going to make a nice hard push for the final 30 days of the year. We're essentially done with the month of November. And you know that most people kind of start to really go into holiday mode in December, particularly by the second half of the month. It's hard to get things done unless you're real focused and you have a very clear picture in mind of what you're trying to do. Lock in those rates, lock in those tax exemptions that are valid for this year. As the market continues to expand, and strengthen, as we sort of exit the deepest part of the pandemic, now you're going to start seeing things kind of go back to normal. You're going to see less grace on the mortgages. You're going to see less grace on evictions. Things are going to go back to normal, and there's going to be a little bit of a cleansing in the market. I don't think it's going to be a huge amount, but there are going to be some great opportunities, which is why the credit challenge. Text the word credit to 561-861-2366. Let us help you and personally coach you into a 720 credit score so that you're ready for a great 2022. We're going to start talking about making plans, setting goals, and all those kind of things here on the Real Estate Show as we get ready to make 2022. I think it's going to be our best year. And let me say this, ever. And I hope you'll come with us on this trip, on this journey, and take advantage of what is proving to be a very fertile year ahead of us. So that's it for today. This is our Black Friday show. TGIF. That's thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Florida. And right now, thank God it's finished. So that's it for today. This is your host, Eric Willner, signing off. Remember, if you're out there facing the crowds, drive safe, but make it a great day. Bye-bye. John Brown is in town. Hey there, Moscow Mule. That's a cool screen name. How is everybody out there? Hey, Dan, thank you. I hope you feel better. Let's go ahead and shut her down. Remember to give us a thumbs up, give us a like. Drop us a little comment down below, and most of all, give us a share. Share this radio program on your Facebook and out there so more people can get a little taste.